Right, the only thing better than spending half the day watching your pawns struggle for survival in RimWorld is doing it for the whole day. With that in mind, let's get back to the Royal Flares here. Yeah, we've added yet more mods, and there's a mismatch, but let's load anyway. I often wonder what the risk is of doing that on a commitment mode run. Like, if the whole save just destroys itself, are you just left without it? There don't appear to be backups or anything in RimWorld, but... well, I just do not know. Sure, we'll find out soon enough if there's a big problem. Well, it's running. Good start. I've installed a new mod, and it's already pretty big here. What's it called? Complex Jobs or something like that. It looks like it hasn't added priority for the newly added ones here, so I'm going to have to spend a moment and figure that out. And I will, as soon as I remember where we are and what we were doing. Brute Queen is busy raining, that's fine. Euristo is smelting things down because he has nothing to research. But what I really want him to do is become our crafter. Even though he has no passion for it, he's the best one we can go to for it because he's got his global work speed at least. Although he is a bit slow. TBW's pretty good with plants all the time. And he's become a fairly adept medic. Don't know what he's actually up to right now, but it's certainly not thinking. Maybe it's just polishing his sword. We've got Hot, who's eating and otherwise just takes care of the animals, which we do still have. Good, a lot of training to be done. I think the way I'm going to run my animals is if they can be trained for hauling, then they will be kept in the pets region, which is at least close to home. Yeah, they can't run too far, at least. Too far away from the training. It does go a bit far south, though. Not to worry about it. Whereas if they've already been trained up in hauling, then I'll have them unrestricted, so they can help out here, there, and everywhere. Right now, Biakar is bonded with TBW, and 6 foot under is bonded with Hot. And Shalui, who against every conceivable odd is still alive. They went mad when Bunny died and they attacked our reinforcements who attacked back. They've been hunted, they've been shot, they've been attacked by everything. I'm pretty sure they got mortar shelled as well. And yet, at 8 years old, the old girl is still going and about to produce yet another. Actually, it'll be another Arctic wolf, but I'm hoping for a female so I can have a breeding pair. Well, a breeding trio, perhaps. I need a female timber wolf. It's a shame these different kinds of wolves can't mate and output little mutts. Okay, and what about Ooglu? You were a fairly recent addition. I like that you're a brawler. I like that you're super immune. That's why we have you in melee with a warhammer. But what is it you're really up to these days? I don't know. I'm going to have to check. Get ready for your animals to run into gunfire because they want to haul a weapon. That's fine. Oh, but that does remind me, our ongoing problem is that this has arrived, and they're going to periodically send these lancers and things to me, but I reckon we're just going to call in one of our trusted allies to deal with it. There's no way I'm wanting to do that. What I certainly want to do is haul back these mortars. I don't want to build my own ones, and I certainly don't want these ones left around for people to use. It'd be nice if the items that are out here get picked up, preferably by our dogs, so I don't have to risk the lives of my people. I just hear a car honking. I'm also thinking that we need to free up a lot of space in here, even if that means that this is going to be overflowing with kibble. I just have too much going on in here, and kibble lasts forever. So perhaps we should change the details on this. How much free space is there? Let's say that 50% of this is taken up, and it's 6 by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... So, 60, 75, okay. So we're going to change this kibble thing to add another 1,000 on both of these. 1,500. And then hopefully Euristo takes care of that, since that's kind of his job, when he's not smelting down all these crappy weapons for morsels of steel. Okay, another thing that's going to happen is this guy, Komaro, He's about to be recruited because we broke down his resistance. What's the big deal with you? I hate that you're a gourmand, but undergrounder is nice and kind is probably very nice. Another guy that's good with plants and animals, but also the cooking, the mining, the melee. I need another melee weapon for you. But still, garbage at crafting. Well, another good hauler and cleaner is always welcome. I'm limiting myself to no more than 7 peons, so you'll take us up to 6. Right, I could try out our mod here as well, where I can actually set owners. Good, so I can set prison owners for the prison beds. Man, I've never been so invested in mods in a game before. Righto, anything else I need to care about? Yes, those jobs. So, this might take a bit, but do it we shall. Doctoring is specifically tending to people, whereas surgeon is specifically surgeoning on people. And I think I want to keep it the same as before, because usually when there's a surgery to be done, I manually make people do it. So it's fine to keep it like that. Rearming turrets, that's a fairly menial job, but it's a fairly important one. So if we have turrets that need to be rearmed, then it's probably good that everybody gets on them. Except Euristo, because he doesn't do hauling. Refueling pretty much everything, again, should be a fairly high priority task for anybody, because it's not often things need refueled, but when they do, I want it done. Alright, there's a difference now between handling and training. Handling, feeding, slaughtering, milking, shearing. Training is specifically that, you say. Then it should be Hot who takes care of the training, since they are our go-to animal individual, unlike TBW. However, any old person can feed, slaughter, milk, and shear, so it's fine to keep TBW and Oglo on those at low priority. Cooking is different from butchering. Cooking is still kibble, right? Yeah, it must be. Euristo is still our go-to butcher guy, though. Are you going to be installing peg legs onto your enemies? Oh yes, when we get some prisoners, we will be horrifically maltreating them. I need some revenge for all the mortar shots that we ate last time. Brewing. What is that specifically? Brew liquors, take beer out of fermenting barrels, fill fermenting barrels. I want all of that done properly. And as long as making wort, it's done by anybody. I'd really rather it was just Euristo that did this, because he's the fastest. But Euristo's going to be doing a lot of things, so anybody can do it, I suppose. I don't really think it's priority 1 stuff for you. We'll have it under 2 for you, but we'll have it for the lot of you, because I generally want the beer to flow. As for hunting, that's just something Brute Queen does, because she's criminally accurate. Repairing, oh yeah, anybody that's good at... anybody that's half decent at construction should be repairing. And it actually shouldn't be Brute Queen. Brute Queen's already terrific at construction, so why have her do such things? Deconstruction is a priority 2 task, but it can be done by pretty much anybody. Harvesting. Harvesting grown crops, that is more important for TBW to do correctly, since he's the... you're fairly passionate about it. Harvesting is more important than growing, in my opinion. So if there's harvesting to be done, I want it done. You're never going to get better at plant growing if you don't do it, though, Hot, so we'll have you on it. Actually, that means you can botch the harvest that way, so maybe we should have you like that. Mining is separate from drilling now, but it's the same priority in my view. Plant cutting? Yeah, that's fine. Drugs. Specifically crafting drugs at a drugs lab. I think that should be a top tier thing for Euristo. So Euristo is mainly going to be thinking, smelting, and crafting drugs, which is fine because it keeps him just moving around here. Anything that has him move far is a bad idea. The downside is that doesn't leave him a lot of time for the crafting. Perhaps I should train up somebody to be a crafter, somebody like Hot, because they have a minor passion for it, and whilst they're not very good at it, they're not going to get any better if they don't learn. It's not like we're short on leathers either. So for Hot, I think we'll have fabrication, machining, smithing, tailoring. It's all crafting work. So we'll have you be top prio on all of that. Art is something only Brute Queen does. She's the only one with a passion for it, but she barely does it anyway. Refining, refinery, chem fuel, okay. That's seldom done. But when it is done, I think it should be... Well, I'd like Euristo to do it, but he won't do that kind of work. Okay, well, if it needs done, it needs done. It's not something that gets done a lot, though. We just drag some wood here and pump out some chem fuel. Smelting is smelting items, which is what Euristo is doing right now. But now it's on will not do for some reason. Huh. Interesting. We'll just have it there. It'll eventually get seen to by people. Cremating bodies. If we ever do need to do it, then I want it done fast. And deliver resources to frames and blueprints should generally be done as soon as possible. Hauling is just whatever. Cleaning is where it always is. Research is only done by Euristo. I don't really think I want you researching whatsoever, Oglu. And then there's scanning. Operate the ground penetrating scanner and the long range scanner. Is that ever done? I don't know. There you go. It's an intellectual task, so we'll just have Euristo do it. Alright, that sorts out. That's a lot of priority 1, says Red Crane. Yeah, but there are mostly jobs that don't get done often. I assume. I should really just find a place to set fire to all of these. I wonder, is there any flammability on concrete? Might seem like a silly idea, but there we go, 0%. Might seem really stupid a question, but in this game, you can jump a distance of 2. There we go. That is fine. In this game, steel structures can be destroyed by fire. Right. In that case, I don't want flak brought here. Flak helmet, jacket, pants, vest, all no. Whereas here... how do I specifically say I want flak vests here, but nothing else? Well, the flak items. Don't think I can. Well then, what I can do is make a separate zone here. Let's see, that's where things get smelted down, so let's just say over... There's never going to be a lot of it, so let's just say this is a place only for apparel, which is not clean, and is specifically flak. There might be other things that I could still smelt down, though. Like armor. Yeah, all this armor is probably stuff that can be smelted down for resources. The other ones less so. Headgear, perhaps? A helmet. Foil helmet? I don't think so. Alright, we'll make that critical priority. Grand. And now what will happen is that TBW, our go-to... I thought we had TBW armed with Molotovs at every opportunity. Because he's not really good at fighting. Oh god, he's going to repair the the mortar that we claimed as our own because I set repair to high priority. Okay, a better thing is just to uninstall these two things. Another better thing is to claim all this, because I do want it, and it will spoil out there. Even the drugs. Is that a bio-coded one? It is, but it can still be smelted down. And that's 62% of Kyokos Commissar. They're very dead, I'm afraid. What I could do is disallow both of these so nobody treads over to them. That will probably prevent them from being repaired. Probably. Wouldn't a concrete flooring ring be enough? You're not incorrect. But we'll make the whole thing anyway. Maybe I can use the concrete flooring down the line. Let's also order the cutting of those plants. Hopefully our plantiers can take care of that. Alright, and Euristo's going mad with the kibble, as he should. Something just slowed everything down. Don't tell me somebody awoken this. Oh, Crivens. Its range is too big, and TBW is going a strange direction back home. Get out of there. Don't get shot at. Well, you can get shot at, just don't get shot. Is it chasing you? No? Good. Go and uninstall that, please. Then go and uninstall that. Then haul that, please. And take that route home. Good. And once you have done unloading all that, I wish for you to pick up those Molotovs. And also pick up some grenades. I want you to be able to jump between them. Hot is pretty, well, passionate about melee, maybe not good at it. Oglow's pretty great. Are you sure you want one in cleaning for everyone? Usually takes forever. I just like having a clean base. If that means it's inefficient, then so be it. Solar flare is a bit of a problem, means people can't eat. But it won't last forever. In fact, it's already over. Before our plants die as well, which is good. We really need to get on refitting all these, but the slag and all needs to be moved away. We're still in repair mode from the previous attack. Our allies still like us enough, that's good. Since we have a mortar here, we can install it and mortar shell these guys. But I'd rather have others take the flak for us. In fact, with that in mind, why don't I invite someone like the Arena Sovereign Union to come and help us? Well, they can take care of it soon enough. The range on that thing's pretty brutal, but mostly, as long as they stay inside, they're not going to shoot us, because there are these steel walls in the way. Sadly, we've learned that fire is ineffective against these creatures. This explains why the bodies are going away. We've got all these wild boars chewing them up. Alright, Brute's given our usual, and everyone's listening. I don't mind the speeches. Actually, I do. I mind them a lot. Why do they take so bloomin' long? And they're so frequent as well. On top of that, the bonus from hearing an inspirational speech is pretty terrible. Are you even feeling anything from it, Brute Queen? No, but your underlings get 8 days of only +4 encouraging speech. I could offset that by not having them eat crappy food. Poor Euristo's ravagingly hungry from it all. You get an EMP launcher. I'm pretty sure I have an EMP launcher. Yeah, here it is. No, that's an incendiary one. Here we go, EMP launcher. The thing is, they build up immunity to it. Anyway, there's a way I'd rather do it. I'd rather just have my allies die for me. Well, welcome aboard. We've got Camaro here, and he's busy putting on some better clothes. Right, we need to give him jobs, and we need to sort out what he does. For example, wear not tatty stuff, eat paste, be happy with the drugs. If you see an enemy, you fight back. We need a decent name for this guy, so if you want to be a... Let's check him out. It is a male, amazingly. Are we balanced male and female now? Male, male, female, wow. Finally 50-50 on genders. This has been it's been a woman-dominated place for a long time. Right, but about the guy, if I can ever click on him again. Troublesome when there are many things in one space. Good with plants and animals, passion for mining and cooking, so yeah, he'll be taking care of plants, animals, and mining, and maybe occasionally our prisoners. So let's sort him out accordingly. I don't really want you doing any doctoring with that low level of skill and no passion. Otherwise, you should have the same priority ones that other people do, especially when it comes to repairing stuff. You know, Euristo doesn't repair, but he's so slow I don't want him going off and doing those kinds of things. I guess you could deconstruct if that needs to be done, because you don't botch deconstruction as far as I'm aware. But I do want you training, and I should probably also have you handling as well. Maybe a bit more than 3. Yeah, you and Hot both do the handling and the training, because you're both excellent with animals. I mean, you're not so excellent, but you will get excellent. Otherwise, I really want you mining and drilling. I don't care so much about you cooking and butchering. I guess you can, but I'd rather Euristo did it, because he's pretty passionate about it. Otherwise, I definitely want you seeing to the plants. So maybe we should cut Hoff off of that, or Hot rather. Instead, have you take care of the plant cutting, as well as the harvesting and growing. Harvesting is more important to be done. Anybody can sow crops. Otherwise, you don't do any of this stuff. Please cremate and deliver if necessary. Deliver resources to construction projects. So that's different from actually constructing, and it's good. I don't want my constructors wasting time hauling the goods there. And cleaning is always good. There we go. But as for who you're going to be, we have Zolanzul. Despite their difficult name, they want to be in... They want to be in. I get that right? Zul and Zul. Maybe that's what it's meant to be. Regardless, there you go. May you live longer than Brelix. It's the gear he's putting on. He's keeping his cloth parka. He's keeping his tribal wear. Well, it's good for the temperatures, and the temperatures do get low around here. Probably won't live long. You just got more mortars. That I did. Oh, he's putting on a tainted flak vest. Well, that's your choice. You're good with melee. Do I have a good melee weapon for you? Not really. Best I can do you is a crappy steel knife, it looks. Of course, we could always make you a better weapon if we go over to our... Is it machining? It's probably not machining, it's the other one. Oh, it got destroyed. We used to have a desk for producing here. The electric smithy, that was it. The comms console survived, this one did not. Could give him temporary grenades. Could, but won't. Here's your knife. Jake, have you been actually the first guy that achieved the 3 mountains? I think I was in EU4. I wasn't in EU3. I did it, but I'm sure there were others that did it before me. Anyway, that's not something worth caring about. You know, being the first to do X, Y, Z. It's like, that's not really what I'm playing for. Okay, it's slowed down, probably because we're being shot at again. No, it's our animals getting shot at again. Please stay away from these. Maybe I should just have my animals restricted to outdoor pets for now if they're going to be playing around against that. I don't know why it targets my poor animals though. They don't deserve this. Shaggy is now pregnant. Excellent. I reckon what we should do is install this mortar. And do we have any mortar shells? Because we could fix that. We have the makings for mortar shells. And then we start mortaring our foes. But from where do we do such a thing? Certainly a safer distance. There, that probably won't blow up too much. And if we get ourselves another lovely limestone. I'm always making the shells out of limestone, I've started, so we'll just keep doing it that way. Another limestone thingamajigger over here, but again, away from the dangers of our base. Even if it explodes, I think it only has a certain radius. Hang on, hang on. I got a mod for this. A single limestone shelf. There we go. Jake told you your animals would do that. You know, there's seldom something more irritating than someone says, "I told you so." Bear that in mind. There's a few shells where you grab the mortars. There are. Question is, do I want to go out there for them? Brute, I know you want to rest, but how about you do me a solid and you haul that? And then maybe haul something else that you find there. There's quite a few things to be hauled. And your gear isn't that expensive. Heavy, rather. Oh, you got 20 kilos of space. How heavy is a mortar? 30 kilos. Okay, then I think I'll make you grab a lot of the stuff around here, and then I will specifically tell you to haul that. Whoa, what's all that doing there? I certainly want that. Brute's great for these kinds of things because she's so fast. That jogger's so good. Brute Queen has thick skin, dense flesh, and durable bones. She takes much less damage than other people. Well, that may be what kept you alive last time. When the insects came, you were one of the first down. But you didn't die. Seconds away from bleeding out, but didn't die. Jake actually gave my pawn armor. Incredible. I don't give people armor. You would have grabbed this of your own accord. Alright, what are you grabbing here? Grab, grab, grab. Oh, you are grabbing that. Ha! Alright, new idea. Haul that. And then haul that. Oh, It's too heavy for you to pick up, apparently. All that wood is too heavy. Well, screw the wood, as I say. pick up all the herbal medicine. Pick up as much wood as you can. And then haul this. That way we bring as much as possible, because what you haul doesn't count as your mass carried. Then when you get back, just dump everything. Then I'm going to invite some friends and mortar these guys. But that also means I need to make more mortars. Make more explosive shells, rather, so that's no longer suspended. Any worker can do it. And yeah, just drop the dangerous shells on the floor, please. Brute Queen's not happy at being made to do all this work. She wants to sleep. Also, looking at all those corpses can't be good for her mental health. But I don't really care about my pawn's mental health. I care about their real health. And everything that implies. Look, just dump what you have. I don't care that much. Go to bed. Thunk. And with that, you'll be feeling a whole lot better, and you'll forget about the corpses in a few hours. It would be nice if the animals ate the kibble and not the regular food. Tell you what, I'm going to make this normal, this preferred, and I'm going to tell the animals that they... if I tell them they can't come in here, then they can't haul to there. Oh well, I'll just have to live with them eating the ingredients and tell myself I need to kibble more. It's a nice problem to have, I suppose. I have too much animal food. Clearly need more animals. Zulanzul needs a bed. Ah, good point. There you go. So where were you sleeping, Lizanta? What a shame for you. Didn't even get an animal bed. Oh, one thing I have now is that I can set animals to beds. So if somebody wants to sleep with their pet, we can make it so. In fact, why even wait to be told? Let's make it so. TBW is bonded with Byaker. And Hot is bonded with 6 foot. Treated worse than an animal. Hey, look, the animals are useful. Prove yourself useful and you too can have a place to sleep. I haven't upgraded this since the start of the game. I don't even think I made this limestone table. Where did we get it from? What's the mod that allows assignment of animal beds? That is a good question. A question to which we have the answer. It's Animals Logic. It has a lot of extra things that I don't want. Mostly convenience mods, but they do change gameplay, so I'm not interested. Oh, baby Rook's still going about. How very cute. Alright, TBW's setting up that mortar. Let's set up the other mortar. Let's just have them dangerously close to each other. Now, Brute Queen, you're meant to be pretty high on construction. And yet all this is looking very not constructed. Well, to be fair, I did make you stay up all night. But regardless, get up and get to work. I'm going to undo the animals from joining in on this for a while. Lest they get into trouble. The main point of this is so that I can set fire to these. Fire can jump 2 blocks, so I need it to be 3 away from there. There we go, that's what I worried about. The relations have gone down by 10 thanks to natural tendency. However, okay, it only falls with Inlia over time if it's over 50, so I can call Inlia and not risk them going away from me. Sweet, I think I'll call Inlia. We'll hold off on Arena for a little while. There we go, Oglo botching away. At least it's not a bad one to botch, but I do need you learning how to construct anyway. Ah, Brute knows how to do it. Crivens. That's almost terrifying. Good. Now, with our new smithy up and operational, Zolanzul, what melee weapon would you like? We can get a warhammer, an axe, pilia, spear, equa, knife, club, longsword, gladius, or mace. I don't know which is best. It's probably a bad idea to have all these swords because it makes it hard to take people in one piece. They're gonna get cut to shreds, like when TBW pacified one of our angry prisoners, slicing their face off. Something to bash head to. Something to bash head to. I mean, that sounds like another warhammer to me, and I do like to have some warhammers. I want a better one than a steel one. We have the materials to make a plasteel one, so I think we will. I want one warhammer made of plasteel. I'd make it out of uranium if I had it, but I don't. And I want our best crafter to do it, which is Euristo. Just ditch it when you're done. I might have to force Euristo to do that later on. Oi. You finished that off. No slacking. Nice thing about this mod is it sets this to have nothing in it. I do not like the way it always has weapons inside it. But all I'm interested in are... mortar. I guess it's not called mortar anything, it's called shell. I want high explosive shells. Keep them there, and then we load them onto the mortars. Then we invite our friends and make them fight these guys. Because I ain't fighting them, God no. Gone are the times of glorious plastisteel, now it's just plasteel. I prefer the name plastisteel. I know fine well it's called plasteel. But do I look like a conformist to you? No, you keep doing that. Oh god, okay. You've made your point. Now, the reason I wanted all that done was this. There appears to be no flak there, so you are going to clunk, equip your Molotovs. Always have your monosword on you. Take a step back and get mollying. Oh, right, this is home area. Not anymore, it isn't. Alright, get your butt over here and take care of the other ones. There, that fire should spread between all of those, so good job. Away you go. Hauling Manny. That takes you dangerously close to all of this. Could you do anything other than that? Well, there's a giant wall down here, so I suppose it's not a big risk. Unless you get shot by that thing. Oh, also, equip your incredibly light monosword. Just noticed how light that is. It's only 2 kilos for a sword. Pretty big sword. Deteriorated, I'm sure. Uh-oh. You are being shot at. Right, these things have caused enough problems. Oglo, I'm thinking actually maybe it's better to have one person dedicated to cleaning than having everybody go around and do it. And I'm thinking that person is Oglu. However, TBW, you man that mortar. Who else is free to man? Euristo's making that warhammer, which is important, but man that, please. Now, hauling those bodies is an important task, but still, don't get shot at. You know, maybe, just maybe, don't do that. Maybe I should disallow these bodies if people are on their way to get them too much. Yeah, it's not like they're gonna rot out there. While you're out there, by the way, would you mind picking up that flak jacket, that mega sloth thing, and that torque? And that machine pistol, and the revolver. That component is going to go down as well, I agree. And hold on. Just pick it up. I'm just going to have you pick up things here for now, and you can haul the last of them when we're done here. Anything else that I really want picked up? Yeah, shotgun is nice, and then just haul the last body. A so-called survivor. Has a lot of work to do in that warhammer, but you do it, Aristo. We still being shot at? Oh god, hauling the bark, right. Setting these guys to be hauled was a big mistake. Now everybody's going and doing it. And that's an even bigger mistake. You're going to haul them. Wait, haul who exactly? No, that's very disallowed. Think about what you're doing, TBW. If I invite people to fight and they don't aggro on these and all of my shells miss, then that's a bit of a problem for me. I'm thinking something I need to do is have some chem fuel next to this so we can make high explosive shells easier. Chem fuel and steel for what it's worth. 15 chem fuel, 25 steel means a couple of these. It's in a bad space overall. It's tempting to actually move this thing somewhere else. Could actually have it over here. If I reinstall it there, I can then have... Better yet, forget about that door, have it there. There, and then that'll be where this is done. I don't like where that is aiming. Yeah, we have people that are hauling from far too far away. Yeah, this is getting way too dangerous. I gotta take care of these things. Oglo, don't clean, man that steel mortar. Zul and Zul, let's call our ally in for help. I require immediate military aid, please. Oh, nice. With a bit of luck, they'll actually just go and aggro these guys themselves. Otherwise, though, I'm going to... Shell loaded. There was already an incendiary shell on it. Alright, force target is... right here. Don't hit our allies, please. Are you aware you can uninstall their mortars and use them as their own? Yep. We already uninstalled the two up here. The two down there I'll grab once this threat is removed. Oh, that didn't work. Was that an incendiary one? That was, wasn't it? So it wasn't a big bad that we missed. Oh, well, perhaps we don't have to. They're going in for the kill anyway. Thank you kindly. And it's a good thing most people are free. Oh. Because that means we can go and rescue people. For extra relations, of course. And testing out our new hospital, too. They're fighting too well. I was hoping they'd die a bit more. Oh! Ah, right. I thought it was this this proximity thing that was about to explode. Ah, Court, you've fallen. And whilst I don't really want you on my team, I do want to rescue you. So let's go and... do I want to strip you? For that flak vest and that steel helmet? You bet I do. Go and strip him, then go and rescue him. Everybody else was fine, unfortunately. Remember, dead allies are just free bags of loot. That they are. Get on it, brute. No, he even dropped a heavy submachine gun for us. And some fine meals. Strip him. Before you take him back, please pick this stuff up. Then rescue him. It's for the economy. Great, now the animals are free to run around all they want, provided they are trained as such. And these bodies and such can be re-allowed. Excellent. The cache of fortune has expired. What a shame. A wild boar has self-tamed, and that is going straight into the slaughtering because they eat far too much food. Whereas I'd rather get their pig skin, which isn't particularly good, but I think it's worth decent dosh. And great, the animals are off hauling already. Kurt is sick with an infection. That's okay. Euristo's a pretty good doctor. He'll take care of him, even though that frailness of Euristo does impact on everything. If I ever get that thing that cures any ailment, it's going to cure Euristo's frailness. You went and all you did was that, didn't you? Go and haul it then. I'm also going to claim and deconstruct these things. I'll get some plasteel out of them, I think. Actually, I can just claim all of this. Although I don't know if I want to deconstruct the steel walls. I don't need that steel. And I think it's interesting to have walls set up among the land. Goodness, you are not happy, are you? Bloomin' gourmands are always unhappy if they don't get their food. How you feeling, Kurt? He'll be fine. He's running laps around that immunity thanks to our awesome, awesome healthcare. Luciferium would cure everything. Yeah, except it would give you a big case of going to die. I don't have Luciferium, nor do I have a good place to get more of it. Didn't I say I was going to grow something else around here? I suppose growing some more hydroponic basins is a good idea. Otherwise, cotton. Yeah, cotton is always good. But I need more drugs. We are significantly short on drugs. Hops are always nice. We're currently growing the psychoid leaves, right? Yeah. And once this cotton is done, time for more smoke leaf plants, because we seem to be lacking the smokes. Oh, we're completely out of the smokes. This place is meant to hold our smokies. Yeah, so we need a whole lot more of that. And more psychoid leaves are always good. Wish I could grow some jade. Oh, crumbs, these things are still said to take weapons.